Just really pleased. It was a great effort. I mean, honestly, we played well, both ends of the floor. We were aggressive, both ends of the floor. It was awesome to see everybody contribute tonight. Honestly, I thought every player that went in contributed and did some good things at both ends of the floor. The starting unit got us going, and we kept it rolling. I liked our defensive energy, getting out in transition, and we wanted to get some momentum going into the Big Ten with these two games, and tonight was a step in that right direction for sure.
You mentioned kind of everybody contributing. I think 51 bench points. Like almost everybody scored 8 or more points on this box score. It's kind of fun to look through. Just how does that make you feel going into, as you mentioned, that stretch, knowing that there's a lot of players that can contribute?
Yeah, this is, I thought, our best game in terms of like everybody contributing. We've had some big scores, but this was, I think one of our best games. Yeah, it's a luxury as a coach knowing that you can go to different players that hadn't played a lot. Our 2 freshmen, I thought, did a great job tonight. Katie knocking down that 3, I thought was big for her confidence, and then Ahis is just a load. Just so physical and did a great job at both ends. So. I was just really pleased, and I hope the team is. They looked like they were genuinely having a great time. The starters spent more time than normal on the bench, and they were cheering for everybody else. So that's really nice to see.
Given what Katie's been going through, just what was it like to see her have that success at the end?
Yeah, everybody's pulling for her, and I know the fans, they had announced that last game, and so, I think the fans were there pulling for her as well. So it was great to see. She's a heck of a player. I mean, you get her in the open court, she makes things happen.
You had 31 assists and, played 11 players still and no drop off in the ball movement. That had to be another positive. Absolutely.
31 assists on 43 field goals. We'll take that percentage every day. That one of the best, again, just unselfish and inside out production. You mentioned the points in the paint. Our perimeter was great. Just kind of, I don't know, it's being redundant. I just thought we played really well.
Have a lot of players on this team that were the number one option at their last school or obviously in high school for a lot of them. What does it kind of say about the group collectively that they're able to, Mevius doesn't need to score 20 points a game. Deja doesn't need to score 20 points a game on this team for you guys to be successful?
Yeah, Deja and Peyton especially, those are 2 older kids. They're in it for, this is their last go round, and for them to be as unselfish they are, they set the tone for everybody else. But yeah, it's a group that gets along. They play really hard. They play well together. Yeah, it's an unselfish group. And you're right. We have a lot of kids that are doing this for the last time. Lexi Whitfield, Solly's getting closer, by the way. She's practicing a little bit. But those 5th year, Nani, that this is probably their last go round, they got a lot to play for, so might as well give it everything you got. I thought Nani had a really good game tonight. Great floor game. Deja had a pretty good floor game. A lot of people. So, all right, I already said that. I got to quit saying that.
You mentioned kind of 3-point shooting was something to focus on. I know the percentages maybe aren't quite where you want them to be, but a lot of good open looks, it seemed like.
Yeah, our free throws tonight and our 3-pointers were the only 2 kind of negatives, but you live with that, I guess, in a night like this. I'm not sure we've ever had 68 points in the paint. I don't know if we keep that kind of record, but maybe you give Chris something to do when he goes home. 68 points in the paint's a lot. And 51 bench points, I think, is probably pretty close to being as good as you can get, too. Got some work to do, Chris.